Senior quarterback Tony Muskett. Coach Callahan will start with a opening statement. We'll take questions.
It was a tough afternoon for us today, and I think made in part by the way that University of Maine played. I thought that they had the upper hand throughout the game and probably dominated us from start to finish today. There wasn't an awful lot that we did very well, and I'd be hard-pressed to point to some positives that occurred today. Questions?
Turnovers, Coach. 21 points off turnovers. That seemed to be the deciding factor.
It was.
Anything that led to it?
We turned it over on a kick return. We turned it over trying to get extra yards and an extra effort. And then we had an interception that was taken back for a touchdown. And anytime you turn it over 3 times, it's almost impossible to win. When those turnovers go directly into the end zone, it makes it even more difficult.
Tony, first drive of the game, you guys go right down 85 yards in 7 plays. What did they do defensively after that kind of made things tougher on you guys?
Credit to them. They're a great football team, but I just think we got to stay focused and locked in for longer. I don't have much to say about it. I wish I did, but it was a tough afternoon, tough loss. I know we're better than that. I know I'm better than that. So just get back to work tomorrow, get on the film, and go forward from here.
Was the route on the interception, was that the right route, or did he just step in?
It was the right route. I just got to be better seeing the field. I think that's unlike me. I can't turn the ball over like that, especially twice in one game, return for a touchdown. So I just got to see the field a little bit better and come back better next week.
You guys entered this game 246 yards rushing per game coming in. What did they do well, stopping you guys' front attack today?
Well, I thought they've played well up front all season long. That may not have shown in the record up to this point, but I thought their defensive front was very good. Probably one of the better ones we've seen so far this year. We knew that was going to be they were going to make it difficult for us to run the ball. We thought we could scheme some things up, but we knew it wasn't going to be easy to do that.
Tony, they seem to get a lot of pressure on you. What was there anything they were running gaps, or was it just did you see blitz packages, or were they just winning some battles in the trenches?
Credit to them. Like Coach Cal said, they're very talented D-line, but I actually get the ball out faster, get through my reads a little quicker, make it easier on the O-line for them. So going forward, I'm going to try to do that better.
Coach, the key play of the game, the fourth and one, you ran Wildcat with Wright. What was that? Did that play? Is that where it was meant to go, or because that was pivotal right there?
Yeah, that's been a play that's been a very positive play for us, not just this season, but going back for the last 2 to 3 years. It's a part of it's one play in a series of plays that we do out of that Wildcat formation. It's very positive, and you got to give Maine credit. They did a really good job, and it wasn't like we only run one play out of that. We run several, and they had it defended. They did a good job.
That's good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Appreciate
Yep.
it. Thanks
No
for
problem. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, really proud of the team and just going back with their ability to just come out every day with a great attitude and work and continue to get better. I think the past 2 weeks has been our 2 best weeks of practice, and that's shown in the games. Looking at this game and our ability to score, and that was a big thing we talked about as a staff. Like, we're going to have to score points, and we did on the ground, and we did through the air with big plays with Kobe and Joe connecting as well. And defensively, I mean, that's an awesome job. I mean, they're rushing for close to over 250 yards a game.
146,
Yeah.
112.
So to be able to do that is just, I mean, that's no one's been able to keep them to that. And I think that speaks to the growth and the development of our defense as well. So it was really good
What
to
was the
see.
key to that? Because the first drive we went, holy crap! They went.
Yeah, they went right down the field.
It was like you had 6 guys.
Well, I
out
think
there.
when we were able to score points too. So we were able to make them a little bit more one-dimensional. And I thought the guys did a really nice job tackling. And that was a big point of. We tackled on Tuesday, we tackled on Wednesday, and just coming into the game, we knew we were going to have to tackle. And because that Sheridan's a very good back.
Change anything up defensively after they just went right down the field on that first drive? Or?
No, we just had to play just because the RPO game. We had to play some routes a little tighter and not give them that access. So that's really what we did, just so we could get some more hats in the run and be a little tighter in coverage.
One thing you said, you stressed after the first 4 games, you had two turnovers you forced in the first 4 games.
Yeah.
You had 3 last week, you win. 3
Yeah.
today, 21 points come out of it.
Yeah.
How vital was that?
Huge, and they were +2 in the turnover margin, so they had done a great job all year. Controlling the ball, creating turnovers. They were opportunistic on defense, punching balls out. So really good to see us be on the other side of that. And Kai Mans, I know, punching a ball out. Guys were seeing the ball and making an emphasis of getting it out, and that's huge. I mean, last week we finished +1 in turnover margin. We won, and that was the first time we've been in the plus. We've been equal or in the negative, and this week we're +3, I believe. And so, that's huge. That's everything.
The other play, it seemed like the play of the game was their 4th and 1 at the 6.
Yeah, that's huge.
To get within a touchdown.
Yeah.
And Adrian and
Lesin, Josh,
we're
Josh, yeah.
How important was that play?
Huge. I mean, I think just all those moments are huge for our defense. In the growth that we're making there. We're young. We have some experienced guys, but we also have some guys in new places. So, and Josh is continuing to get better. There's a lot of guys that really one of their first years getting a lot of reps. So it's good to see him do that.
Kobe, 6 catches, 115 yards, a huge one. They have a little momentum. They get to score at the end of the half, but then you guys come out and establish right away. What was that? Was that play open? Was that something you guys had talked about? The 79-yard pass?
Yeah, it's a play that we rep pretty often. I didn't know it was gonna get called, to be honest, because at halftime we were kind of talking about, we got to keep establishing the run. I think we were up 1 touchdown, and then we came out. We came out and then we scored twice back to back. Yeah, so I think after the first drive, we kind of talked about it, and we were just like, you know what, we're just gonna keep going. So when that play got called, I was just like, it's something that we repped. It's a play that we really repped a lot. So it was good to connect on one of them. But I would say that we just, as a team, I have a little bit of a different perspective in coach because I'm in the locker room, you know what I mean? But after that, our season started, something that I noticed about our team was we just, nobody really flinched, you know what I mean? I haven't been here that long, so I don't know everybody. But one thing I could tell is that nobody flinched. Like, even after we lost those games and had that start, like, nobody flinched. Like, it wasn't like our locker room was down, everyone just kind of still believed that, there's some things that we're missing that we just got to change to get done to, to kind of get where we want to be.
How did you assess the offense, Kobe? How well did you feel? You guys got 355 total yards, but it seemed like the key was you made plays when you had to pass to Moss in the 4th quarter when you needed a first down.
Yeah.
You seem to make plays when you needed to.
Yeah, well, that just comes because we feed off from each other, you know what I mean? if you see me, if I make a play, I'm going to see Zay and Tigo over there getting excited, and it's the same way. It goes around. We feed off each other, whether it be the running backs, the quarterbacks, the offensive line. You know what I mean? We just feed off each other, and I think that has a huge impact on
Good offensive game? Did you guys feel you had good
Yeah, I feel like we had a good offensive game. There's obviously going to be things that we're going to have to be able to get better at, especially if we want to keep this up. But I'd say we had a pretty good game. We haven't watched the film yet, so that's just from.
Bugs, tell us about the pick six. Is that a play you would kind of see developing throughout the game, or?
From up in the box, we got coaches up in the box, telling us what routes they're running and stuff like that. And, we've been working on cover 6 a lot this week, so, just adding a little new flavor to it, act like it's personal and turn around. If the ball coming, go get it. That's what happened. I was able to take it to the end zone.
We were talking earlier about turnovers. You guys forced 3 turnovers, 21 points off those turnovers, and that's 2 games in a row you forced 3 turnovers. How important has that been for your defense?
Turnovers.
Kicking too. Yeah.
Turnovers been very important. That's like one of our musts. That's something we have to do. That's not something we decide to do. We have to do it. So we harp on that all week. Tackling circuit, takeaway circuit, everything is that's one of the musts we have. Takeaways. So and the help points is put points on the board. So when you take away teams' points and you put points on the board, that lead to big ones like this.
Adrian, what did you see as the key to shutting down that really good running game they have?
I mean, it was just really just doing our assignments, doing our jobs, staying in our gaps, knowing the play call and everything, and just playing together, playing 11 against their 11, just balling out, just playing hard.
Coach felt the tackling was good.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys tackle well.
Yeah, that was definitely one of our musts too. Again, like Bug said, we had sure tackling, so going over tackling drills and everything throughout the whole week. So we was really into that, and that played out really hard today.
Key play of the game, 4th and 1. They're down by 15. They're at the 6. You and Josh stuffed it. It was obviously a wildcat, but their coach said they had options. They have different plays off that. Tell us about that play and the importance of it.
That was big. I mean, we went over it the whole week. We know they were gonna run wildcat. 4th and 1, bring their big back number 26, and yeah, we just knew it was power pull, and then we was all just do our jobs. Josh pulled it back. Got that own line out there, and yeah, he was in there, and then I went over the top, and then we made a play.
Okay, so he forced the penetration.
Oh
Josh
yeah,
did,
yeah.
And that enabled you to get over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have the running back to 81 yards, even averaging 155. What did you do?
Yeah.
Well, what did you see? What did you have to do with him? Was he one of those guys that you absolutely have to wrap up, or?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna give him respect, but overall,
Sure.
we all just play together. We do our jobs, and that's just gonna come down to doing our jobs and just executing, and that's gonna hold the run game. And we just trust the game plan and everything. That's how it's gonna come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
One last thing. Moving on to next week and the weeks after, what do you think the team needs to do to keep up this momentum and just keep moving forward and stuff?
Yeah, a big thing for us is just continually finding ways to get better, and I think we all have things to work on individually and as a team, and we'll have to make those corrections tomorrow and move forward. I do like how we're playing more together. We're complementing each other better than we were at the beginning of the year. We might give up a score in defense, but we go score in offense, or we get a stop and we go score. So a lot of those things we're just continuing to build on. I think taking away our ball security, that's a huge piece. That's played a role in both these wins. So that's something we got to continue to build on. I think, enjoying this win, because I think the way we started, we don't take this for granted. We're gonna, enjoy the win and then come back tomorrow, put it behind us, refocus on our next opponent, and that's football. I mean, you got the next game ahead of you, and it brings humility because you have to prepare for it.
It wasn't a Taquito game at all, but I was just curious. You had 4th and 1 at the 29.
Mm-hmm.
And you
At the end?
Yeah, you ended up getting a delay of game penalty, which I guess you just wanted your punter to kick it a little further. But what would you think about going forward in that situation?
We're backed up?
You were backed up.
Yeah.
And you were about half a yard.
Yeah, that one we talked about.
I know you didn't want to take it.
Well, it was like
game
4th
penalty.
and like 6 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really tight, and that's one we could have gone for it too, but the thing we want to make sure we did in this game was do a great job with our field position. We didn't want to give them a short field. We wanted to make them drive the length of the field because they had capitalized so much on big explosive plays.
Yeah.
So we felt like if we could do a good job with that, and just pitting them, making them drive the field, we were gonna be able to create takeaways, create turnovers.
But we know the delay of game penalty wasn't part of that. You didn't need a punt. You didn't need a delay of game penalty to kick it 5 yards further.
No, yeah, we took that just to try to get them off sides, and we didn't want to we didn't want to bang a timeout.
Sure.
So we're like, just take the penalty, and we'll kick it. We'll punt it. Yeah.
And then big plays down the stretch, you get first downs to salt the game away.
Absolutely. I mean, the offense took over 5 minutes off the clock to end the game. Yeah, I know we gave it back to them, but it's good to see our D-line get some pressure as well. We had a sack in the last 2 games, so for those guys to get back on track was huge.
What's that?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.